So everybody's traveling a lot during the holidays, whether it's by plane, by car, long car rides, long plane rides, and even anybody that's doing any kind of traveling in general. I just wanted to give a few tips on how to loosen up your back. I showed another video previously on how to do some neck stretches. They also apply just when you're traveling anywhere, whether you're in the car or on a plane. But for those of you who have some back issues, there's a couple simple stretches that you can do just anywhere you're sitting. You don't need to be anywhere fancy. You don't need to get on the floor. You can just do some of these either standing or sitting just to loosen up your back a little bit. So when your spine is getting in a position where it's in that position for too long, it can sometimes get achy. If you already have back issues, that's another issue where you're already going to have some pain potentially and some stiffness and tightness that might develop. So just a couple simple stretches that you can work on. Any chair you can find, simply sit in the chair. This can be done even in your car. If you're traveling as a passenger, you can definitely do this. If you're driving, you can do this, but at a red light. Just simply reaching your hands straight forward over the dashboard and just lean forward for a little stretch across your upper back, lower back. Hold out for a few seconds and come back up. So a great place to do it is in the car. Otherwise, anytime you're stopping or anytime you want to get out of the car, you can just simply lean your hands straight forward this way, reach and stretch out to get a nice good stretch across your upper and lower back, and come straight back up. So if you repeat this a few times, it definitely will help loosen up your lower back. I use this stretch all the time for patients that have back issues because it's just a really usually comfortable stretch for most people. It doesn't usually cause any problems. Another great stretch if you're sitting somewhere is to get your whole spine extended a little bit because, again, we mostly sit like this for too long. So if you get your hands behind your head and just gently pull both elbows back, try to straighten up your lower back a little bit and get everything extended to where it really should be as far as our posture goes. And then just relax out of it. Pull back up into the same thing and just get a nice little stretch across the upper and lower back. So it's a great way to open up the shoulders, the chest, and try to get out of this position where we're always rounded and holding forward this way. So another simple stretch that you can do standing anywhere you're at is just doing a simple back bend. Now this one can sometimes get irritating to people, especially depending on what their spinal condition is. So again, any stretches that we show, you want to do, what's best for you and what feels comfortable. So just both hands on your hips, across the back of these bones at the top of your pelvis, and just lean and stretch back this way. Helps open up the spine a little bit more, stretch out the front of your hips and your hip flexors across this way. So you can do that anywhere. Again, if you've been sitting for too long and your body's in this flexed position, we want to try to straighten that up a little bit more and open that up. Another simple one you can do is anywhere that you can grab something to hold on to, a door frame, even a kitchen countertop. I tell a lot of people when they're doing a lot of cooking and baking around the holidays, is if you grab your kitchen counter, and you can do this similar stretch, is just anywhere that you can grab up high, just grab a hold of this and just lean forward this way and stretch out a little bit. Very similar to the one you do sitting in the chair, but you're doing it from a standing position, and you can use the counter, your sink, you can grab the sink and do the same thing to lean back. So like I said, I tell a lot of people that are doing a lot of cooking, a lot of baking, they're standing for hours prepping and preparing and cooking, that if they just stop for just a few seconds and just grab the edge of the sink or a door frame and just lean back a little bit, do that stretch a few times, it'll help loosen up their back a little bit and they won't feel that same achiness across their lower back. So hope you have safe travels these holidays.